Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're going to be covering something that I think is really cool, but I do quickly want to mention before we jump into this video, it is not finished and it's something that I plan to release another part of in a few weeks time. It'll make more sense in a second. Now ignore me being a default skin, that is just because I haven't assigned a skin to this account. The bundles are obviously new in the game, or they kind of are new, they've been announced for quite some time. And the bundle does one thing. You can store up to 64 items inside of it. And their main use is to save inventory space. But there are two things you cannot do with a bundle. First of all, they cannot store more than 64 items. But the alternative for that is shulker boxes. There's also another thing they can't do. They cannot hold stackable items. And that is exactly what I fixed with this mod. So I've now given myself a tool bag. And this is exactly what the tool bag looks like. It uses the old bundle texture, which I think is really cool. Now the tool bag does one thing. You cannot put stackable items inside of this. So as you can see, I'm clicking on this bundle or the tool bag with the stackable items, and they are not going inside of the tool bag. And that is because it can only hold stackable items. If I quickly just grab a few of these, let's grab a sword, let's grab a chainmail helmet, let's then also grab a bow, and let's also grab a totem of undying. If I was to now click these on to the tool bag, you can see they are put inside. And I can also select the one I want, and you can see if I put a second one in, I now have both. And these tool bags can hold up to 4 items. So I cannot put no more than 4. If I quickly just grab a fifth, let's grab ourselves a mace. If I try and click this on, you can see it's not going in. And I can also select, let's say I want to take out the bow. I can take the bow out. I think this is a cool alternative for the bundle, a tool bag, because then you can hold your tools. So it does save a lot more inventory space. So the basic loadout normally consists of a sword, 2 pickaxes, one with fortune, one with silk touch, a axe, and a shovel. And with this, you can basically store the 2 pickaxes inside, and then also the axe and the shovel. You can also store potions inside of these. So let's say you want to go to explore a woodland mansion, and you want to take some potions with you. So let's take a regen potion. Let's then also take a swiftness potion. Let's then also take a strength potion. And then the final potion we can take is maybe a instant health, just in case things get a bit sticky. So let's take all of these, and if I grab myself a tool bag, I can throw them all in, and I can obviously select whatever one I want out. Now this is the main use I have found for it, either using it for potions. It can also be used to carry totems of undying, because obviously if you was to carry these, they would take up 1 inventory slot per totem. With a tool bag, you can save up to 3 slots. They can accept any item that can't be stacked. They do not accept anything that has a stack size higher than 1. So for example, they can't accept snowballs or things like that. They also can't accept any arrow types. They do accept things like buckets though, because they obviously only stack to 1. Now you can also dye these. So if I quickly just grab myself a tool bag and I grab a dye, let's say we want to dye this one grey. Let's then also grab a few other colors, because they can be dyed with every single color inside of the game. So if I throw the tool bag inside with some dye, you can see that gives us a bundle. That is definitely not meant to be the case. And there we go, it is now fixed. So you can see we can get a green tool bag, and if I quickly just throw that in again, we can also get a light blue one. We can also get a red one, and then we can also get a yellow one. And these all work exactly the same. You can put up to 4 items inside of them. One thing that I have noticed though, if you was to put the same item in, it will stack up and just show 2 of the item, which is kind of annoying because it does bring 2 of them out. So with that being said, I have now updated it. So as you can see, if you put more than 1 item inside, it will now show them individually, which I think is a lot better because when you try to take one out, it doesn't pull all of them out at the same time. And I think this just makes using them way better when you obviously stack the same item, like I have here with the totems. I plan to release a second part of this video where I add some different versions of the bundles as well, which make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. And here is a look at every single color. You can see that they come in every single color that a normal bundle does. So I'm quickly just coming up with some ways that these tool bags are useful. And I do want to hear, what are ways that we can improve these in the comments? So if you have any ideas, then do let me know. So the main thing I designed this bundle for is for this reason. So you can store your tools inside, as then you can have the bundle in your hotbar. And when you need a tool, you can just grab your pickaxe out and then use the pickaxe and then throw it back in to save some inventory space. And one thing I have just noticed, it would be cool if it showed the enchantments, because currently you can't tell the difference between these two pickaxes. I have now also fixed this. If you hover over an item, you can now see that it shows the full item stats. This is a config, so if you want it to show like the casual bundles, then you can turn this off inside of the configs. It works with any item, so if I was to put a enchantment book in, you can see it shows that as well. But once again, this can be toggled on and off if you don't like this feature. Some other uses for the tool bag as well is creating some kind of like shop. So if you want to give players 4 random stackable items, that is something you can do. That is another thing though, they can't see what enchantments are on the book, once again because the enchantments are not visually shown. So it could create for some kind of cool luck system where they have to just pick a bundle and they get the 4 books inside. It is also good for utilities. So let's say for example we're going exploring and we want to take a bed with us, as well as a saddle, as well as a boat, as well as a water bucket. We can obviously throw them all inside of one. And then also things like other tools. So if you want to carry a brush around, a fishing rod, your elytra, you can also put them inside of a tool bag. And here is some of the bundles that I have now fully set up. We obviously have these two which I showcased. We then have this one which I showcased. And then this one right here is just for generic tools. Fishing rod, elytra, trident, brush. So with these 4 bundles, we are only taking up 4 inventory slots. This would have taken 16 inventory slots if I did not have these bundles. So if I quickly just empty all of these. And there we go. You can see the amount of space that these bundles save. We went from having 4 inventory slots to almost having a full inventory full. These tool bags are definitely something that are cool, and it's a shame we didn't get something like this when Minecraft added the bundle. One other thing I did want to mention, the shulker boxes, they are not stackable, but they cannot go inside of a bundle just because obviously these can have items inside, and that would be very overpowered. You can also put a bundle inside of a bundle, and this seems to be somewhat weird because it doesn't actually take up the one item. You can see we can have more. It seems like putting bundles inside bundles, you can have 16 at most, which I don't see the point in doing that because it's just a waste anyway. But anyway, that is it for this video. Once again, this mod isn't downloadable just yet. I do plan to make a download for it in the future. I have a second part to this video releasing sometime within the next few weeks, where I will be showcasing some more, but they are not quite ready yet, and I wanted to show off these tool bags because I think they are really cool. But anyway, if you have any suggestions on how I can improve the tool bags for when they are public, do let me know in the comments, as I'm interested to hear. But I guess I'll see you guys in another one. Bye!